Hello, grade level chairs and math, language arts, and science teachers. This is Martha. I wanted to make a screencast recording for you because it is now time for us to email the performance series testing reports to our parents. And if you remember, we agreed that we would email these by splitting up the list by grade level and having several teachers as opposed to one teacher mail the reports off. So this screencast recording is just to give you some instructions on how to do that. In this way you'll be able to play this over and over again until you got it down about how to retrieve the reports and get them out. So let's go ahead and get started. My window is open right now to just Google. I'm in Google Chrome, which is the browser that I normally use, but Performance Series Testing works with IE as well as Firefox. We're going to first go to the Performance Series website, which is www.edperformance.com. Once you're on the Performance Series website, let's go to Staff Login. You want to make sure you're logging in with the site ID 89-4823-2463. Put in your staff ID and password. If you don't recall what that was, just let me know and I'll give you a copy of that. Then we're going to log in. Once you log in, notice we have several options at the top here. The option that we're going to go into is Site Admin. On the left, there's an option here that says Profile Reports. Select that. Now we have time frame here to be selected. Our fall time frame was from September 9th through October the 4th. That was the calendar time frame. However, because we were doing lots of makeups, if we selected that time frame, then we'd miss the students that actually came in for makeup. So I'm going to select this bottom option that says from August the 5th, 2013 to today's date. So if you do this 3 days from now, then this date would change. Doing this yesterday would make it October 23rd. Doing it today would make it October 24th. So that will change, but this August 5th date won't change. And that way we'll get all the students that came in for makeup as well. Where it says select subjects, we tested in mathematics, language arts, general science, and reading. Make sure all of those are checked. Do not check the Reading Foundations, Algebra, or Geometry because we did not test in those areas. These other options pretty much stay the same. District averages, yes. Choose students from a list and include footer in the report. So we're going to click on Next. Now on this page you'll see a list of the students that you teach. And what we want to do is select one student at a time from the list. The reason we select one student at a time, this will produce a PDF report, and unless you have a tool that will extract pages from a large PDF report like the full-blown Adobe, then you would want to choose one at a time. So I'm going to choose Radesh here and click on Next. Next is available on the top as well as on the bottom, so wherever you're on the screen you should be able to get to it. Once I choose Next, I'm brought up to the type of profile reports. We do the Parent Extended report. This is the report we sent out last year, and it has a great deal of information for parents, and it's pretty self-explanatory, so we found this to be the best one. It has their complete score list on it, as well as some guidance on next skills and so forth that are appropriate for each subject that we selected. It also has the norms there, where they place, whether it was average, high average, above average, low average, so the parents will be able to see all of that information. So once you select Parent Extended, select Next. And then this page just confirms what you've selected, the time frame, subjects, the template, and the student name is here. So let's select Next. And then what happens at this point is the PDF report is generated. In that PDF report, you will be able to see the test results for each subject that that child tested on. So once that report is submitted or generated, here is Ridesh's language arts, math, reading, and science scores in a nice PDF report. I'm going to maximize this. If I hover on the bottom here, you'll see some options that pop up. I'm going to select the diskette here so I can save that. Now, my advice for everyone is to make a folder. I'm going to go to my desktop, and I'm going to make a folder on this desktop that's called Performance Reports. All I did was right-click, and I'm going to go New Folder. I'm going to give it a title of Performance Reports. And then I'm going to go into that folder, and I'm going to save each student's report by their name, just in case I need to resend it for a parent that may say they never got it. So Aman Ridesh, and Ridesh's report is now saved inside of that Performance Series, Performance Reports folder. So let's get out of here. Once I close out of the reports, notice I'm brought right back to the Performance Series system. Now, to make life a lot easier, if you will select Previous, going pretty slow here. And then select Previous again, and then select Previous for the third time. Then you will be brought back to the page where you selected the student name. If you will uncheck the first name you selected, select the next name, and then we're going to hit Next 3 times because the information that we selected for the first student report is still selected. So I'm going to hit Next 3 times, and then that'll generate the report for the next student. So the student I selected was Mallory Armstrong, and so Mallory's PDF report is being generated. Okay, and you'll see each of her performance tests. So same thing, I'm going to save Mallory's report by her name in that same folder that I saved the last student's report, and save. Okay. Now that's all you have to do to get the reports generated through the system. Once you have all of those reports saved, what you're going to want to do is go to your ELCA email, and since I'm making this screencast from home, I'm going to the internet base for our email. If you're doing this at school, you can just swap over to your desktop. And then I'm going to send a new email. And what you want to do is attach the report for that child. So if I was sending this email to Ridesh's parents, I would attach Ridesh's PDF file for his score report to this email. And guys, you want to keep the email as brief as possible, and leave the door open if the parents have questions. Then we will refer the math questions to their math teacher, the science questions to their science teacher, and the language arts and reading questions to their English teacher. So the letter should say something like, and this is, for example, Mr. and Mrs. Amin. Attached, you will find the Performance Series testing scores, let's say testing reports for testing report for Ridesh for the fall testing cycle. Please let me know if you have any questions. And if you do happen to get an email from this parent and there's a question regarding, what it means, or talk to me about English or something like that, we'll make sure those emails get forwarded to the appropriate person. And that's it. Then you will need to just send that email to each of the parents on your list. So one more time, the grade level chair will be responsible for taking the roster that was sent to you in an email, and taking that roster and dividing the names between the parents. Dividing the names between the teachers. And those teachers will then email out those reports. You probably want to divide it between the math, language arts, and the science teacher, because right now those are the ones that are actually in the system and have been in the system to go through the testing and so forth. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for all you're doing to get these reports out to parents. I appreciate it a lot. I hope this screencast recording works for you. It will definitely save us some meeting time to walk through it. Plus you can review it over and over again to get an understanding of how to do it. Okay, that's it. Talk to you soon.